catch a storm. So I think if you enable the storm, you make sure he gets runes, you refill his bottle, you make sure that he has stacks to clear. I think the storm can do a whole lot this game to wreak havoc on Aurora's lineup, you know. So I think the storm will be a key hero to look out if you're Shopify. And if you're Aurora, you have to make sure you do the same thing. You don't let the storm ball out of control. You need to help your mid laner. So it's going to be all about the 3v3s in the mid lane. The power runes, the water runes, and the catapult waves. And those are going to decide a lot of how the game is going to flow.
A little bit of banter here. Love to see it.
Banter. Everybody expects a lot of banter nowadays, you know. Everybody wants to tip each other. Everybody wants to trash talk. Just makes everything more interesting, you know. Remember back in the day, everybody's just being very nice to each other. Everybody doesn't say mean stuff.
The professionalism, and then Amar comes to the scene. ATF fully in display. The extended version.
No, I think my favorite moment is the question mark.
Oh, from Ori, right? Wasn't that Ori?
No, emo.
Oh, emo, sorry, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, relevant in this game. Oh, yeah.
Was it against Arteezy? I think it was also
It
against
was
Arteezy.
against Shopify. That was in one of two of Shopify's grand final appearances that year. That was during the Kiev Major, not the 2016 or 2017 one, the 2021. 2021 maybe? I don't remember, but the second one.
Yeah, that was the best. Yeah. The question mark.
That was crazy. Into the reverse sweep. I mean, see how things go out from here.
Yep, so wards are being placed on both sides for Aurora. So they're trying to make sure that they get 2 runes here. They're not that strong. Actually, they are quite strong at level 1. I feel like with the Elder Titan Spirit, you should be able to win the level 1 trade. But they're being very, very cautious here.
I think for good reason, right? You don't want to... you see that ET Spirit stomping around? I mean, obviously, Meepo only has 1 Meepo for now, but... in case you're unaware of the interaction, the Spirit gets more damage from heroes, right? And
yeah,
Meepo's clones
the
count
instance
as full
of
heroes.
A hero yelling, "Bring more" to the fight. 1 hero is not enough. Come on, bring more people.
Yeah. I mean, this hero kills it in 5v5 level 1 fights. Basically, he can hit up to, what, 8, 9, I think, heroes.
So what's the build now for this hero? I think you get
phase
like
boots.
You try to rush Agadames, I think, this game. But do you get like a in-between item like an Echo Saber?
I'm wondering if maybe you could like a drums, because you want to fight early. Like you almost always want to.
Yeah, I guess drums is always nice. Move speed affects your illusion. I mean your spirit.
Because you just don't ever really want to be not fighting on this hero. I mean, obviously sometimes you need to get your items, but
fighting
in general,
is not his problem. It's more about like farming. You can't farm this.
Well, that's what I mean, and you don't want to get like I don't know, Echo Saber is decent, but it's like, oh, maybe I'll farm and scale a little bit. That's just not how you play ET Core.
So tell me, how do you play ET Core? You see hero, you run an enemy hero.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, right? You have Tiny, who's going to try and hopefully get an early blink, right? Because it is a core Lauren off Tiny, who can try and gank your lane and enable you. In a way, I think we'll probably end up seeing not so much a 3v3, but maybe even like a 4 versus 3 into this like Storm, Mars, everyone but Meepo. And then Meepo eventually, Arturo is going to get his first couple items, this Ag Scepter. And he'll start showing up to fights as well. It's exciting, actually, because you have a lot of like really weird tempos that I feel like don't really align to the general meta we've kind of landed on so far. 23 is going to be like the only hero that really wants to just farm for a while, but even still, he'll come out and fight every now and then.
It's a phases fight, you know. You still want to participate and drop off. I mean, even if you don't have a chrono, I think you should come and drop off some time dilations.
Right. Well, speaking of time dilation and dropping off, they have nerfed this ability pretty heavily. I will say, blaning into a Mars as
By
a faceless
half,
void,
right? It's like a half,
It's-
like 50%.
yeah,
no?
I mean, the slow is the only thing that got nerfed, I should say. So the cooldown reduction, the damage is still there. Hold on, careful, careful. Artur, I mean, even if this isn't a kill, which it looks like it could be, yeah, it's pretty good, you know, time away from the creep wave, allowing jabs to really just dominate so far early on. But the time dilation slow, it's painful against this lane because Mars almost always uses spear and rebuke, you know, every wave, and you being able to punish him for that, like, you know, it's kind of core to you doing well in this matchup because then you can just time walk off the damage, hit him with time dilation, and slap him a little bit. But it'll be weaker now for sure. It'll be weaker.
Maybe you want to actually max it right now instead of taking stats. That would be what I'm figuring.
Yeah. Definitely. It's scary lane though, right? It's a double stun lane. Obviously, eventually this Lion, who does have Hex already, is going to be, you know, potentially able to set something up here. He's really playing at edge. I mean, man only has a stick charge and a Wraith Band, and he is willing to get that close to danger. Speaking of danger, Yopaj, okay, he's fine, but kind of scary for him. I guess he had the Fairy Fire. He knew. He had it under control.
Nope. Pull is trying to get the tower to aggro onto the Tiny. Yep. I mean, Lorena took a bunch of damage there, so... But not enough to kill him. And Rune's gonna spawn. So it's gonna be like just Wraith Bands into phase boots first for the Elder Titan for the laning phase.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see. Let me look up some of these builds. I know Echo Saber is, you know...
You know what?
SNY
would be the chat video. You run around max move speed, status resist.
I actually think, I don't know, I think the Yasha's kind of overkill. The attack speed's nice, but I don't think you really need the move speed because you just generally get...
Drums is like
kind of
putting
thing
up, mostly. You just want the axe as soon as possible.
All right. Ice has been playing it a bit. I don't know if this is like... He goes Midas, huh? He goes Midas and phase boots.
Midas phase boots?
Yeah, I don't know about all that. No, you know what? KP does it too. So he goes phase boots, Midas, and then Ag Scepter pretty much, and Mask of Madness. Maybe that's what we'll see. That seems pretty good, because it's just value. You need bang for your buck on this kind of guy, right? And then the Midas holds you over. It gives you attack speed, allows you to scale. That could be realistic. And then the Mask of Madness is literally just for attack speed. That's what that act is for.
Madness and Moonshot.
Moonshard. Moonshard feels like a bit overkill. First blood is going to be mid lane as Lorenov does get that kill there. 23. He's going to be able to escape. Nicely timed disruption down bottom. No threat to his life, but Lorenov with a solo kill here in the mid lane. That is going to be...
Standing, showing his value right there, you know. It's a very, very important kill. He's going to go back to base, come back, get his level 6. And now 6-minute runes are going to appear. Q is already standing by here to... If they can he kill the Storm once again before he gets level 6, he's going to ruin his game so much. Oh, they're going to go for him. Stun. Oh, doesn't get the toss. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Good effort. I mean, they're just trying to keep him down. It's already fairly significant. Lorenov is going to be able to get grow already. There's bonus armor. Obviously, the damage goes a long way towards being able to harass effectively. Minute 6, Q stacking the camp. Trying to secure this top rune, but unfortunately rune spawns bottom here if you're an Aurora fan. For Shopify, Yopaj has his first power rune of the tournament, Invis. I don't know if we'll really get to see this used effectively. Well, for its purpose, it might just be a refill here. Yeah, wow, this is a very significant nerf on time dilation. Just seeing how quickly Saberlight is... It just feels like before, you know, you do that on Mars and you're taking a couple of right clicks on the way out. Now it's just free. You just walk away and the damage is so minimal. Really interesting change. Mid, Lorenov as well, getting a bit low, but... Or rather, it's Yopaj getting a bit low, but has level 6 now, so he's should be in no danger, as long as he doesn't get caught here. Nice disruption. Okay, buying 23, enough time to get out of that alive. Really good play so far from Ali. As you would expect, honestly. Guy's always impressed.
Okay. Kitrak, meanwhile, he knows that the Meepo wants to be alone at top, so he's just deciding to come down here to keep on pressuring. Still hasn't picked up their own Wisdom Rune here, just wants to play with the Mars with the big wave here. Nice disrupt. Very, very nice.
Yeah, another one.
Dodges a lot of the damage.
A big old time dilation. Again, the slow not doing so much here, but 23. 3 points in Time Walk should relatively be fine, but they are starting to really whittle him down. Theo Licor going for a bit of an exploration trip here. Tried to maybe get him there. Blood Grenade thrown. Has 2 stacks now with the Shadow Poison. It is level 2 Shadow Poison. This is not enough. So 72, it is not enough.
Needs
Ali doesn't really have enough mana, just barely, and I think he's going to be out of range. Oh no, he's going to get him. Oh no, but it timed out. Almost died to the creeps there, actually. It was a lot closer than I thought it was. Looks like Yopaj ends up going top lane. That rotation is going to be, I guess, sort of countered here by the Bat Rider. Yopaj does not find much, unfortunately. And only 2 Meepo clones, so Artur still having an okay job, or okay time in the lane so far. Ooh, already used the bulwark there, so 23 is fine. But Artur is going to be just fine here in the lane. It's really when you start team fighting and you start getting more and more of these buffs on the ET that, yeah, this becomes pretty unplayable for the Meepo, as far as like 1v1 fighting goes.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I think you need to hit a timing and try to, you know, take over the game before he has his Aghanims. I think that's the main thing. And once the Elder Titan has Aghanims, it's going to be very difficult. I mean, he's going to miss the Earth Split up, so probably not going to get the kill here.
No, I don't. I mean, they'll get Katrak at least, but yeah, they wanted more from that, obviously. Not going to happen this time around. 23 was nearby. Dud did have the point in Chrono, so I'm a little bit surprised that Aurora didn't want to just be a little bit more patient there before pulling the trigger on that ability. A kill onto Artur would have been really nice, because obviously, I mean, it should be said, Meepo is a strong hero. He has been a strong hero all of 735. We'll see, you know, how these most recent nerfs really hit him. Like you said, it's not just the stat change nerfs and the dig nerf. It is going to be a lot about that disperser. So time will tell. But so far, the tower is going to drop here without much of a defense from Shopify. Don't want to fight into this Chrono. Don't blame him at all for that. Something that I think Shopify will struggle with, though, is their tower siege is not really that great. They need to win fights to take objectives, and you can see Aurora, just by kind of existing and bringing lots of heroes, can siege pretty effectively just between a Tiny and the ET. Saberlight will take down the tier 1 tower eventually here, as he does build up towards the Vlads.
Yeah, Aurora just wants to clear the stack right now. Guess the Bat Rider is going to take it, or Tiny wants to blink. He wants to get the blink, so he's going to take the last hit here. I guess Bat Rider is building the Pavis. So he's not really, he doesn't really need the last hits. He just needs the XP.
Yep. Well,
it's
get
always,
most of them here.
It's
as
always
well,
your fun time on Bat Rider, you know. After the laning phase, you're clearing out stacks.
The fun time, huh? I guess it's probably more fun if you get to hear all the
fun
gold
for
sounds
me,
yourself.
but not fun for my team because I'm AFK for the next couple of minutes.
Okay, and it seems like Jabs is not going to go Midas. So, you know, bucking, if you can call it a trend, again, it's not like we really see this hero too much, especially in the off lane. But he is going to go Wraithband into the Aegis pretty much straight away after the phase boots are online.
Yeah, Facebook win lane is just enough for him to fight. And like I said, on this hero just really relies on the Aghanims. You have to get it as soon as possible. And then you want your shard too.
Oh, you know what? They missed one though. So a lot of the avatar active, right? So like, for example, they are aligning everything for 60. No, they didn't buff it, right? This one's only 50% magic resist.
Oh,
it should be 60. I think it's probably just an oversight, because every now and then, you know, if I'm balancing this game, I'd be like, Elder Titan exists? That's a hero? I forget. I mean, I don't know when the last time he received a major change was. Not like he needs one, I guess.
This hero was picked a bit by Aurora as a support before. I mean, remember
that's true,
year,
actually.
DPC?
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it's been a while since we've seen him like consistently picked. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd wager he was not in like top 50 contested for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, this hero has a lot of weaknesses. It's very easy to kite. He struggles to farm. If he doesn't have a good lane, the hero just falls off completely.
doesn't have a stun. His lockdown is literally
His stun
asleep.
is not
which you see.
exactly. Yeah, it's not exactly a reliable lockdown.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a stun, right? You deal enough damage and they wake up and they can press BKB or whatever, right? Or time walk or something like that. Like, it's just not... You need to enable his ultimate. It doesn't really set up for himself. 23 is
23?
just time walked, by the way. He may pay the price for that. We shall see. Chrono forces is going to be forced out. A couple auto attacks onto the maiden, but actually
like
the
that he
kill is
actually
in the mid
right-click.
lane.
I actually like that he
Yeah,
right-clicked the maid.
Just a couple of right clicks on the Kitrak.
Nobody just cast their spell on me without taking any repercussions. Just right-clicks him twice, jumps out.
Jumps
Yeah,
out.
meanwhile,
Yeah.
his team kills the Storm with the dagger on Tiny.
Yep, dagger on Tiny. It looks like it was a toss back into Lasso, so very well coordinated there from Aurora. And even without Chrono, I don't know, do they take this tower? There's still an Arena of Blood for Saberlight. They did rework, I would say, overall nerf Vlad's. It's still just as strong if you pick it up yourself, but it is weaker as an aura, which is why I would say it's a nerf. It's not that big of a difference, but...
It's the same for the person who buys it.
That's correct, yes,
That's
but the
pretty
aura
much it.
itself is weaker. Yeah, so and that's why I think it's a pretty big nerf because it's only a 2 armor diff now and a little bit of
Yeah, but
mana
it
regen.
makes a lot of difference for heroes who can't push towers early game.
Exactly.
Because your creeps have the additional armor to tank, so it makes a big difference when you're pushing.
Especially early, right? And this is a pretty early game item
It's
still.
about 2 armor difference right now. They lost, it lost the 2 armor aura. Now for the creeps, it actually matters a lot. Imagine you have a double wave into the tower. The extra amount of tower shots to clear the wave becomes so much more with the extra 2 armor.
Okay. That was a pretty slick move from Saberlight and Kitrak. They know it's warded there, right? Because ain't nobody just leave 2 range creep like that, Jabs, they say. A little bit of a sus reaction from him. So we'll see if this ward is going to actually do anything. For now, actually, Shopify have a ward in the vicinity, which is going to scout Q, who does try and rotate top. That should see Saberlight getting out of the way of this one. But it's been a really calm early game, actually, especially for an SCA game, Winter. Not a whole lot of action, just the 3 kills. Arteezy doing just fine. In fact, has Axe finished already.
It's a meeple game. One team having the meeple and the other team thinks that we have the meeple counter in the Elder Titan. We're not in a hurry. You know? It's that kind of game. We just need our Aghanims on Elder Titan. And Jabs is going to destroy everybody.
It's true. And I mean, to your earlier point, right, about the Storm can really destabilize things, that'll be harder for
he
Yopachi.
hasn't
He hasn't had a good game.
He doesn't have that kind of start that I wanted him to have. So games are a bit more quiet on Shopify. They're just relying on the meeple to hit his timings with the Mars. I think both of these heroes need items to combine, like the blink into, I think, Aghanims and plus the shard on the meeple. Once you get your dig Aghanims and the dagger on Mars. CM 1v2.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
2v2 now
2v2.
with Lauren off TPing, but a beautiful Arena of Blood. At least stops Kitrak from dying so early, but they also have counter initiation here, courtesy in that disruption. Ollie saving the life of his ally. It's a big zip in, real deep, but I guess what does Yopachi have to fear? Maybe just a little avalanche into the Chronosphere? Oh no, Jabs, he's outside the Chrono as well, and the damage! 23, I think he had enough time locks there. I don't even think he really needed that Earth Splitter. Collects
Better
the kill
safe
onto
than
Yopachi.
sorry. Better
That
safe than
is-
sorry.
That is
I mean, you're not gonna use your
deaths now on the store.
You're not gonna use your Earth Splitter for anything else. I think it's fine for him to just secure.
No.
the kill there.
I agree. The reason I bring it up, right, is that this Storm is just pouring. Like, I just didn't really think a 23 Savage faceless Void Chronosphere with only Javelin. I guess he has a Mask of Madness and a Wraith Band. Like, okay, fair enough, right? But I don't know. I'd still would kind of have expected Storm to be slightly tankier than that. You know, I thought they would have needed.
A little bit of like a miscommunication there by Shopify. I think they thought that they wanted to commit, especially the Storm. He wanted to commit, but his team wasn't really sure. You know, after the Mars died there.
Yeah,
And
well,
that was a huge.
Yopachi definitely wanted to commit. That's true.
It was a huge deal for them, for sure. And now
It's just
the Storm.
I'm just shocked. You know, the Arena was already used. The Mars was already dead. I guess again, you feel strong because you're a Storm. They don't have a lot of lockdown, but bold move there. We'll see now. Is the team, I would say this time, more properly positioned. Theo Licor ready to find his first finger stack of the game. Still looking for one.
I mean, they still have a lot of damage in between the Mars and the Lion. If they can actually get the right jumps, I think the Mars is definitely not the person that can be jumped. I mean, once you get jumped, that goes your whole team fight for your lineup. the Arena. I mean, if they can actually execute their spells, Arena with the freezing field, they plus the finger, they kill anything.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate.
Nobody can survive. I mean, unless if you're Elder Titan with Agadins, maybe.
Well, and speaking of that, Ags, it's finished. 50% additional magic resist, and of course that magic immunity. Yeah, it's pretty decent. And again, the Meepos do count as full heroes, right? So he gets an additional 2 seconds per Meepo hit. So get ready for some 12-second some 12-second magic immune periods out from Jabs. That's gonna feel pretty good.
Now he just needs the shark so he can blink over.
Yeah, or like teleport, whatever you want to call it.
Teleport over.
Yeah, I don't know what you would call it. Phase. He just kind of instantly.
He flies over.
He takes the place of the astral spirit. No, he doesn't fly. He's there instantly, right? So it's not even like, you know, he just replaces the spirit, which is really good. Oh god, there's an AD rune in the river. First doubled up rune of the game, or the second round of runes to spawn. AD rune picked up in the Bottle of Lornoff. He also has an Echo Saber. This is quite a spike now. Aurora, they're ready to fight. Only Maelstrom and that Mask of Madness with a Chronosphere ready to go. Solar Crest ready on Q. This is a nice spike for them, Winter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Do you think Shopify should fight into this? Do they have a choice?
I mean, they have a diffuser and Aghanim on Meepo. Meepo is not weak, you know, he can definitely tank the Chronosphere, I feel.
And there's an Orchid. There's an Orchid on
nice
Storm. Good Hex.
They got
23 making that jump in, but in goes Lornoff. He's deleted Katrak as well. Saberlight will be able to hold him back at the very least with his Arena, but that will be his place of death as well. And I mean, Aurora, yeah, they use a lot of mana on the Bat Rider, a couple ultis, but that's about it.
I mean, that was a really good move by 23 there, just jumping in, giving vision. Even though he got hexed, couldn't get his spell off, but he was pretty sure he wouldn't die, you know, with the Solar Crest on Bat Rider backing him up. And that was a move that made it easy for his team to finish the team fight because he gave them all the vision they need.
Shopify have yet to find a kill in 19.5 minutes now. I mean, obviously, kills don't really matter in Dota. You know, it's kind of this metric that I think, you know, when you
key kills matter. Not
key kills matter.
Like,
yeah. The kill score doesn't really matter. But I think not having any kills in 20 minutes is a symptom.
yeah, but the
perhaps,
fact
of
by
troubles.
that they are just 2k behind, you know, having 0 kills, 2-7. Says a lot.
Sure,
you know, how much the Meepo is
look,
farming on the map.
I certainly understand that, right? And you're right to that point on the Meepo, but this is not good for Yopa. Oh, okay, very clutch zip away. Nicely timed there, who at least avoids taking a 4th death on the Storm. But I mean, yeah, Storm can farm. You know, he's got abilities that allow him to do it, but you know, he's also only 1,000 gold ahead of the enemy Bat Rider, right? So it's not really like a mid-hero you pick to just simply farm, right? That's kind of the point I'm making here, right? You do want at least to accelerate this hero's farm with kills, and that's just not happening right now.
I mean, he needs the Meepo to participate if he wants to get kills on the Storm, you know. I think without the Meepo, they're not going to be able to fight. The Meepo is going to be their front line. He's going to be like the damage and everything, you know. I mean, the Mars can't afford to get caught, so the Meepo is the only one that can be front line. And you have Lion and CM. Those heroes also don't want to be the front line, and they don't have save, you know. So if Meepo is not coming to the fights, you are not fighting if you're Shopify.
Fair enough. I mean, that's accurate, but it's just, if you're not fighting, if you're not getting kills, you're not fighting. Well, if you're not fighting, you're not getting kills. You're not getting kills. Storm doesn't really
are they
farm that well.
Just waiting for the dispersal? I feel like they might just be doing that.
All right. I mean, that makes sense, right? It's a plan. You may have... You probably won't have BKB on Yopaj.
For the dilation, for the Bat Rider sticky, I guess. Flame Break. I don't know. I feel like it's not even going to be like that huge of a spike. I mean,
no, but it's good stats for the hero alone, right? Like, the stats are amazing.
Sure.
So,
but it's not going to be like, they have a BKB timing, which is going to be very crucial for the fight.
That's true, but I still, you know, I have to insist here, Winter. I think you're looking at this item on Meepo the wrong way. It's not like Meepo is a hero who you go, oh, he has BKB, now we can kill him. Like, this is a hero who spikes on stats, and this is one of the best stat items right now for him. So, you know, I think it's significant, right? Obviously, it's no be-all, end-all. It's not like he has Refresher on Faceless Void, but it's important, I think.
Refresher and the all-important mangoes.
Yeah. Steal
you
a
can't
core, I
cast
mean-
your double chrono.
He's got his shard as well, which has gotten nerfed. So if you haven't been playing Dota because Lion has just been sucking you dry, well, now you can.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Some significant nerfs here as they will
Dire's
smoke
bottom
up.
tower
Is it ready? Yeah, Disperser's on its way. Artur, he is... well, where are his clones? They're-
Ancient? No, the jungle, top jungle.
Yeah, so they're the jungle. So he's going to have to take the gate down bottom.
He's so far away.
Oh, wait, they're taking the gate top? Oh, no! He's got a clone just bing chilling there. Clone! Oh, no, he
no.
doesn't hear it coming. This is just going to be just a free kill on... Oh, no, he Mega Meeple was in time. What a play, actually. He poofed on in. Whoa. Instead,
Nice.
I heard the death sound because the death sound, Winter, that was on 23 Savage. He died underneath the tier 1
I mean,
tower.
Aurora felt like they got the kill. They didn't even use all their spells. They felt like he was dead. Oh no. That was
The
a big moment
complacency.
there for them.
That's huge. It's actually genuinely huge. I actually almost don't believe that the Meepo lives there. I was so sure. I heard the death sound and I was like, that's Meepo for sure, right?
is under attack.
Wow. Let's take another look at that, right? Yeah, it had a
They didn't
different...
didn't use their spells and they still had stuns.
Yeah, okay, they still had a flame break at least, right? By the looks of that. Tough. Opportunity to kill Artur right now. Still having a flawless game on the Meepo. Some quick casts there as well to get that Mega Meepo in time. And, well, his farm will continue to accelerate. Aurora, having lost 23 for free once. 23, eager to not let that happen again. I mean, I think it's going to be kind of out of his control with this Blink Hex always hanging over his head. And
He's
the
gonna have
burst damage
BKB.
follow-up.
So at least he's gonna have that.
Oh, you know what I think Jabs is doing? You can actually send the Astral Spirit through the Twin Gate. I thought this was going to be like actually really good for the hero, but it's kind of not because it just takes like forever to come back to him. You can see it's
Are you gonna get a million damage? I mean,
not really because you need to hit creeps and the path's not usually ideal. I don't know. I also thought it'd be really good.
It used to be a thing where you use it and then you TP back
and then
to
you
base.
TP'd. Yeah, but then you would actually get the damage in like 10 seconds. But now the map is ginormous, which is like, oh, even more damage. But then it's like you're just waiting there without your Astral Spirit. And I don't know. That's not really the strength of this hero. They see the lion. They want to kill the lion. Oh, he blinks into the trees, or sorry, into the ravine. And that'll get him killed off here. No TP out. Finds a little stun. And it's going to be Lorinov who blinks in after him to finish it all. Artur might get this tower down bottom, though, in exchange. Oh, the tower's already gone, of course. Well, he's just going to get more farm, then. Closing in on level 18.
Yeah, but I feel like the longer the game goes, it's just going to be harder and harder for Shopify. You know, I feel like Shopify have to try to conjure some magic up soon. You know, you have the BKB on Storm coming up in a bit, and he should actually just try to. I mean, even the Mars is going to have BKB. This double BKB timer has to work for them. They need to inflict damage on Aurora's economy and try to stop them from being able to keep scaling. You know, and they're
Well,
going
if they want to do that, they're going to have to do it into an Aegis, or I guess after the Aegis. But like you're saying, the items are coming online. 23 safe and sound to this BKB, making space
Even
already
with
for that Aegis.
The Aegis, I feel like they can still take the fight. I think with their double BKBs, they're relatively strong.
Well, it's about to be finished for Yopaj. They're coming back through the Twin Gate. Ooh, they actually caught Katrak with that time dilation, but they're not actually after him. They don't know he's here. No vision really onto the hero. Okay, it is Echo Saber then for Jabs. And then back into the Harpoon. Sure. I mean, this makes sense, right? Good stats. Does allow him to scale pretty nicely on the ET. You can see once again he's doing this little trick with the Astral Spirits. And, well, he might actually be able to use the damage here. It's only 83 damage. Again, it's just not that much. His Astral Spirit at least is ready to go again. That's how long it takes for the Spirit to come back, because the cooldown starts as soon as the Spirit starts returning.
Middle tower is under attack.
I mean, a bit unlucky there not to get the kill on the Mars, but they still have a Faceless Void with Aegis, so they're not ready to.
I mean, mean,
worry
they're
about
pressured.
anything.
Yeah.
The more they farm, I think the game just gets more secure for them, you know. So if I'm Aurora, I'm not really worried about making any plays, you know. If I can just make sure I have 50% of the map to farm, I have good wards up, I'm happy, you know.
You would
And
say, you could even say that if you're Aurora right now, you're just being chilling.
Yeah. I mean, I'm being chilling. I'm waiting for my BKB and bet, sure. But when I get the BKB and bet, does it mean I'll have to fight? No. You know, I just keep farming, you know.
I'm just going to keep farming while the BKB. I'm being chilling.
I mean, the onus is going to be on Shopify. They're going to be the ones that has to try to make a play and upset the balance on the map.
I think it'll be, well, it won't be now probably.
well.
Not with a dead line to start off the fights. He gets deleted. Also, actually important to note, you could see there, this ET Ags does not dispel. It just gives you the buff, right? So that's just in case you thought it was, you know, really, really crazy. It's good. It's really strong, especially in these kinds of situations, but it's not like, wow, game breaking in moments like this. So it's kind of just going to be a siege here. Aurora, you know, geared up, ready to fight. They got all these items. They got this Aegis, Chronosphere, and really no one showing up to contest. So if not now, then Shopify, it's going to be after the Aegis, right? I mean, by then, it looks like you'll have a Butterfly, which is pretty nice.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
On the Meepo, of course. Need a little bit more for that Claymore, but he's almost there. But you're fighting into the
It's a
Yolner.
good, very, very good item against the ET. ET doesn't like to buy MKB.
Ah,
I guess you
that's a
have
really
to,
good point.
after that.
I think you have to as well, honestly. I don't know if Blink is going to be ideal, but maybe he won't know in
same Blink.
time. Blink's also nice.
I was thinking you go shard first.
I agree. I think you go MKB and then you just get shard instead when you need it. Because it's
the
like,
shot like the blink already.
well, kind
more
of, with the
reliable.
exception that it can be canceled, right? Because if your Echo Stomp is canceled, or for whatever reason you need to stop casting Echo Stomp, then you don't have it, right?
Yeah, but if you don't want to go in, you don't have to go blink. If you blink, you are going no matter what. If you have the shot, you're like you can decide. You know.
I guess I see that, but like if you don't have the magic immune buff or the dispel immune buff, your debuff, you know, then you can still have it be canceled, which is annoying, right? Same thing. Same's true of Blink, I suppose. So I guess that's still relevant, but yeah, I guess you've won me over. Yeah, I do think it's better, but I don't know. I mean, he's the pro. I'm not gonna question Jabs.
Tower is under attack.
Seems
I'm
to
just
me
gonna
like when you
sit here and watch the gameplay.
Yeah, man. I mean, Shopify, you got to say that they've been dodging fights very well this game, and I don't mean that as like an insult. It sounds, you know, not like a high compliment, but it is, really. They've been getting their farm online. You actually finally have Yopach who's doing a bit better here as, Saberlight. Yeah, he's not making it out here. That's going to be another completely whipped Earth Splitter as the BKB timing ends
nice.
to the match meet. Very good Arena. It is going to be able to TP away. Okay, I mean, again, this is what I mean. They've been dodging fights very well. But when will they actually start to fight themselves?
It's up to the Meepo. Meepo is 0-0-0 with 424 last hits right now.
Oh, he sure is farming. I mean, hey, and Butterfly, guess what? It's done, I think. Unless he bought... Did he buy the E-Blade? No, he bought the Swift Blink instead. Okay. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I thought the Butterfly would have been the choice for sure. Well, I guess your other Meepos don't get it. But then if you Mega Meepo... I don't know. That's an interesting calculation.
I mean, I guess the Swift Blink is better for killing heroes, but Butterfly is better for surviving the Chrono if you're Mega Meepo.
Yeah, yeah. But then...
Because the way they're going to win the fights is if they get a jump on Lion or Mars and they blow up the person they catch. So Swift Blink helps with that.
Okay, I see that. I see that. Yeah, you don't really want to fight 1v1.
You don't really want to take a long fight against the Aurora's lineup. You just want to go in and kill them. It has to be quick and surgical.
Incisive, as they say. 23. I mean, he's about to hit level 20, though, which is... Well, actually, so is this Tiny. So you're probably looking at tree grow bonus damage, and then you're also looking at,
15 attack speed nerf, right, from the previous one. It's 95 to 80.
Yeah. I think it's still really good, though, honestly. Especially with Mask of Madness. Like, it's just so much attack speed. Tormentor taken, goes to Q, which is the can attack. No, that's the Ags.
Dire's bottom tower
No, that's
Oh,
the
no.
shark.
Yeah, it is the shark.
You can attack with. I mean, it's not really
Yeah.
very meaningful on a support barrier. On a core barrier, it means a lot because you also apply stacks of sticky.
Right.
I mean, on a support, not so much.
Radiant's middle
I mean, he's not
tower
poor
is
though. He has actually equal net worth with the Elder Titan.
has been killed.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
and
he
almost the storm.
I mean, Elder Titan is just not a very good hero at killing creeps.
Nope, he is not.
Radiant's top tower
But
is
maybe that's why like Shopify are just so chill, just continuing to farm because they're like, well,
No,
the
no, no.
ZT's not farming.
You
very
know
well.
what? That's why the Elder Titans you researched before they bought Midas
Ooh.
on Ice and KP.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's what I was like. At first, I was thinking, right, when you first asked me the question, right, let's rewind 30 minutes already in this game, right? And you asked me, what's the build? I went, well, you want to fight. You know, Echo Saber, I guess Ags is the core item. And then I was like, and then I looked at the Dota2 Pro Tracker and I was like, oh, but Midas makes sense because it's still good for fighting.
Attack
for
speed.
what this hero needs. Attack speed, that's
Farming.
all you need. And scaling and farming. And
scanning.
yeah, I wonder, Jabs is probably regretting not going for that now because I think his net worth would have been in a bit of a better position. He probably would have been closer, if not equal, to Saberlight.
Yeah, probably gonna have like 2k more, at least.
But not meant to be here. And so instead, he's going to just farm a bit slower, honestly. We are hitting these 20 talents, though. Of course, 23 is still taking attack speed in Chrono. We did see the tree bonus damage taken. Arteezy, level 20, has Earthbind, grants True Strike on targets. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Who's got a... Who does he have a mischance on right now, though?
Nobody has evasion, I don't think.
Right?
Maybe he's expecting the Void to get a butterfly. I don't know.
Could be, right? I guess, because, yeah, right, because this is not a hero that wants an MKB, so that does make sense. You don't want MKB on this hero, right? Because, does
Nope.
MKB give you stats?
Don't.
It's just,
No stats.
yeah, right? So it feels like a wasted slot. Yeah, damage and attack speed, so not an ideal Meepo item at all. So it's also why other illusion heroes generally don't like to pick it up, like a PL, right? Or a Naga, they hate buying this item, which is why casting a PL Naga game is always a joy, because it's like, all right, who's gonna get Heart Butterfly first and force the other person to farm even more? Oh, they're going through the whoa!
Twin
They're going
gate.
through the twin gate. This. Are we gonna have a fight? Is it happening? Is it finally happening? I'm not so sure. Are they gonna actually go through this gate? They are. I almost don't believe it. They're gonna just murder this Elder Titan. Ollie's gonna come through. He will save his life here momentarily at the cost of his own. Jabs, I mean, he just dies anyway. There's the Chronosphere. What the hell? Aurora are actually fighting this, but they're actually not doing so bad as they have at least the last one to Theolacor. But look how tanky Saberlight is. That was a big old hit with the Vlad's offering. The lifesteal is just enough. Theolacor, he does die, but he has the buyback now as Lornoff with his BKB is gonna be able to at least walk away from the Earthbinds here. Now we have a pause? A DCI? I can't believe what
you
I've
always
just seen.
say that never run up enemy high ground. That's like literally the same thing running through the twin gate
They had a
without
scan.
having vision. I mean, they also had I think they had an Elder Titan spirit that went through the twin gate first, so he decided
Oh,
it was
but
safe
maybe-
enough. But still,
Oh,
going
yeah.
through the gate one by one when the enemy's already there.
Yeah, no, you're right. Well, that's a call. I mean, that's exactly the kind of fight Shopify needed. You know, this entire game they've been just scaling, dodging fights, and finally Aurora, they just run right into their fist pretty much, and it worked. Shopify in a very strong position now, ready to take this Roshan. They have bought back onto Jabs. He's TPing. There's a tier 1 tower here, Winter. They might still be able to take this, but they're going to be without Faceless Void Chrono or BKB. They're going to be without BKB also on your Tiny.
I mean, they don't
no
need the
lasso
Chrono.
for another 40.
They need the Elder Titan with his Aghanim's, and he's gonna kill everyone.
Well,
I think as long as they land he lands a good storm without getting caught by the storm or the lion, he's gonna kill everybody.
it'd also be nice if he could land the Earth Splitter for once. I think he's not really... This spell is good, and it's hard to land. That's for sure.
I mean, that's
but-
why you have a Chronosphere for it.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, either way, they haven't been connected on it. That would be nice to see out from these two. Okay, there's a smoke, but it's pretty obvious because they've left a remnants there in the lane. Ward's getting set up now. Smoke. Oh, it's so close to breaking. This is terrifying. This is so scary, but the initiation, that's madness. They just jump right in onto them, and Saberlight, he hits the spear, trying to run for his life. Oh, but in goes the ET. Look at the damage, Winter. Oh my God, that's a Mega Meebo just getting chomped jabs. He's getting he did. He actually did 2-hit jabs or Yopaj from half HP. He's onto the Meebo now, and it's finally paid off. Oh, we had to wait 36 minutes and 20 seconds. But Winter, as an ET player, it was all worth it.
This is what Shopify was worried about. You mentioned they were dodging the whole game, and this is why they were afraid, because they know what the ET can do to them if they didn't take the fight properly. If they don't get the jump on ET, and ET gets all his spells out, he gets the spirit back to him, he's just gonna kill everything.
Oh man, look at that damage. What's that? Plus 563 damage. Yopaj was not ready for that. And there's just...
Yep, welcome to Elder Titan. Natural order, where everything is back in order. And that is definitely not going to happen again. Yeah, so for right now, they get the Roche, Chrono's back up, and seems like high ground is still going to be difficult to push against the Storm, against all this spam from the Mars and the Lion. So it's all about like getting the efficiency to farm the map again. Yep, so Void's going to continue farming. Aegis is claimed, and they have to try to get under pickoff before they go for the high ground here. And looking at the items, Bat Rider is going to finish up, and Aeon this. Faceless Void wants to finish the Skadi.
Yeah, I think Scotty's going to be... Scotty's going to be a good item here.
It's good against the, I guess it's good against the Meepo, and he kind of needs to play like a front line on the Void, because the Elder Titan is not a front line, and Tiny also doesn't really. I mean, he can on Tiny, but he kind of wants to with his build, the Kanda, and he has DD. He's gonna have Aghanim's later at some point, so he wants to be dishing out the damage. So with Skadi, the Void can just front line for his team.
This is... Yeah, I see that, and kind of be nigh unkillable. I think a hero that used to buy, by the way, SNY all the time, used to be Faceless Void. I don't know if maybe we'll start to see that build, you know, with a bit of resurgence. It generally was weak because you just didn't really have the damage you needed. But I could see
not
in
enough
some...
attack speed.
Right.
Not enough.
But now you have the 20 talent, which almost fixes that, right? So I don't know.
Nice BKB.
Okay, Arena. Yeah, BKB by Loranov to avoid that. He conserves the AD rune. That's some real good attack speed now as well. That's, I mean, my goodness, you have some heavy hitters right now in Aurora. 430 base damage, I think a bit more. Oh, he has a tree. And then up to what we saw, plus 560 by jabs in that last fight. That's... Oh, he's going to get his 20 talent. Oh, he's going to get the cleave, brother. Just wait till he gets this cleave talent. Holy moly. You won't be ready for this. And I don't know if Shopify are either, honestly. That's a huge
if you're clumped up.
Kind of a hero.
I've seen a lot of videos. People clumping up against the Elder Titan with the talent. Not pretty.
Not pretty. Not pretty. Unless you're the Elder Titan, I guess. Then it's pretty nice. Siege middle, as Shopify have cut the bottom wave, so up goes Aurora, 23 in particular, up to the high ground. 2 minutes left in this Aegis Winter with a Chronosphere to back him up, with a DD Tiny. Oh my lord, these buildings. They're getting massacred.
Yeah, they have to find a way to jump in, you know. If they don't jump in, they're just gonna lose everything. They have to try to find the Shadow Demon. I think that the supports, you need to kill up the supports first. Use your buybacks. Yeah, buyback on Meepo is buyback. Mars is buyback, Storm has buyback. They have 3 buybacks.
Yeah, the supports don't, though, quite crucially. Storm doesn't have buyback now. He just bought out for something. It's the first part of the Ag Scepter, but he doesn't have a bot lane or a mid lane of barracks anymore. They're daring them to go on in. Nice movement here with the Astral Spirit, kind of keeping these blinks on cooldown. Just a bit of harass there, as there's that max time dilation, so like we're used to seeing. Okay, Echo Stomp doesn't catch the Maiden. It's going to give probably like 5-6 seconds here, Magic Community. Pretty good. But they are threatening to go for the Megas here. Saberlight, nice spear catching onto two, but they actually managed to click on the Faceless Void, so they save him for now. Looking for the Chronosphere perhaps, looking to turn back, finds it onto the Storm Spirit as Saberlight fighting mano a mano versus Lorinov, actually winning that fight. Not enough damage either onto Yopaj as he manages to live through this one. Lorinov now is going to get jumped. Jabs stuck on the low ground. He's got a ton of damage, but just can't really get in there to use any of it. There's the Hex. There is no BKB on this Faceless. Oh, there is not.
Oh, here he goes.
But look at Jabs. There he is. He's on the high ground with the silence. They hold him down. You hold I punch. Jabs. He's taking the cleave talent now, trying to fight through this one. Saberlight's still alive. Finally taken down as Jabs 1v1ing versus the Meepo takes him down. The piebacks here immediately into the diebacks, but I think it's over, Winter. GG, well played. The ET strat pays off. Shopify, they dodge fights all day, but when it finally comes for them, they are met by the suitcase of